Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. It is heating up, yeah man! Fire, red hot. Our Jamaican athletes collegiately and of course from a senior perspective are taken to the track at some of these low-key from an international perspective meetings collegiately, and they are showing that they mean business for 2025. So I'm going to kick things off at the Razorback Invitational, where we had quite a few professional athletes and also collegiates performing. And boy, when I tell you, them stay good, them ready. Now I want to kick things off with the 800 meters and our very own national record holder, Nickisha Pryce, in the 400 meters. No, I have a lot of appreciation for Arkansas and this new club that they formed, Hurdle Mechanics, because these athletes are doing it big. And as I said, I have appreciation because they have these athletes, these sprinters, whether it's from 1 to 4, doing a lot of over distance, or some of the longer distances in the sprint. You'll say the 400, I see them coming down as well and running some shorter distances. So yeah, I have a lot of appreciation for it, and I can't wait to see what this amounts to at the end of the season. But with that said, as I said, Nickisha Pryce, she is off to a blazing start. She runs at 2 minutes 08.10 seconds to shatter her personal best in the 800 meters. Now, if I never one thing, but I think say Nickisha Pryce, I got try her on at the 800 meters, because to how this time is blazing fast, you would think that she's an 800 meter athlete. Remember, this is her first, you'd say, year now going pro, and to drop a 2 minutes 08, that is fantastic for a 400 meter sprinter. Oh my gosh. So I can't wait to see what she'll be able to do. And as I said, she shattered her previous PB. I believe it was like 2 minutes 12, right? So that takes a whole 4 seconds, plus off the time that she has clocked here. And this is just the opener season. So I can't wait to see what happens when she touches her pet event this season, the 400 meters. We saw Salward Nasa earlier today come out running a 500 meters, and she ran the 8th fastest time so far. Well, recorded in history, actually, the 8th fastest time ever for Salwa Eid Nasa. And I remember commenting and saying to someone I know that, hey, she's coming out hot this year. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen when the rest of the girls join in. And look here, it's going to be fire. That women's 400 meters is going to be one to watch in 2025. And Nickisha Pryce is letting the world know and putting the world on notice that, yeah, she's also in the conversation as well. Now, taking this 800 meters was Safiqua Maloney, and she dipped below 2 minutes, running 1 minute 59.87 seconds. Now she's from St. Vincent, so she's our Caribbean sister there. So happy to see her starting her season strong as well, and I'm looking forward to seeing her 2025. She made it to Paris, the finals in the 800 meters last season. Big year for her. So again, looking out to see what her 2025 will be like. Now, jumping over to the men's equivalent 800 meters, we had Rivaldo Marshall there, and he clocked a 1 minute 46.80 seconds to start. I'm like, oh my God, 1 minute 46.80 seconds. Now, he's representing Arkansas. No, as I said, a lot of our Jamaicans, I don't know if I said it in the video earlier, but a lot of our Jamaicans have transferred over to Arkansas. I see Tyrese Taylor as well. He's run a personal best. He was 3rd overall in this event, 1 minute 46.93. And that's a PB for him. These two athletes I know for sure were not representing Arkansas. So this season they start all at Arkansas, looking really, really strong. And there are some more that transferred from other schools as well. I will get into the 60-meter hurdles later on, when that event comes up. But Rivaldo Marshall takes the win, 1 minute 46.80 seconds, and Tyrese Taylor 3rd, 1 minute 46.93 seconds. So big things going on for Jamaica in the men's 800 meters as well. Now let's jump over to the women's 300 meters. I talked about the over distance, under distance. We had Stacey and Williams here, as well as Alana Reed competing in the 300 meters, and they came out strong. Stacey came out banging, running a personal best 36.92 seconds, sorry. As I said, a personal best 3/100th of a second faster than her 36.95 that she had clocked previously. Loving this hurdle mechanics group that is set up with a lot of hurdlers, a lot of 400-meter athletes. I'm seeing Alana Reed, enter the conversation. She runs a 39.86. She was fifth overall. Now, you all know that this is new territory for her. So this time is not necessarily surprising. Just glad to see her throwing her hat in the ring and experiencing what it is like to really, be running these distances competitively. Running it in training is one thing, but taking to a track and running it competitively is another thing. So I'm appreciative of that. We also had Anjanette Knight, and she was fourth, and she ran a 38.57 seconds. Alexis Holmes took the event with a 36.73 seconds. So big, big running. Stacey took her race. She was racing with Anna Cockrell, and you all know Anna Cockrell is the 400-meter hurdles silver medalist from the Paris Olympic Games. So big things going on for hurdles mechanics there. I'm looking forward to seeing this batch of professional athletes when they step out, each take into their pet events. As I said, some run the 400, some run the 400 hurdles, some run the 100 and 200, right? So it's very good. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens here on out with these particular athletes. Now let's jump on over to the Bob Pollock Invitational held at the Clemson University, where we also had quite a few Jamaicans in action, collegiate athletes as well as professional athletes. So let's jump into the women's 400 meters, where Leah Anderson took the event overall, running a season's best time of 52.05 seconds. Now we also have in top eight, or the top eight finisher, Shanky Williams, the sister of Stacey-Ann Williams, where she was fifth overall and she ran a personal best of 53.51 seconds, as well as Natoya Gould being eighth overall, running a time of 54.59 seconds. So that's what happened in the women's 400 meters. Jumping over to the men's 60-meter hurdles, where LaFrance Campbell took the event and he ran a 7.69 seconds, equaling his season's best. Also, we had Gianna Roberts that competed as well, and he was second. He ran a time of 7.77 seconds. Just a quick note, just like in previous weeks where I reported on this particular 60 meters being held at the Clemson University, different track meet, but Dylan Beard also competed there as well. So he competed here as well, and he did not start in the finals. However, in the heats, in terms of qualifying, he did run the world leading time of 7.42 seconds. So Dylan Beard has definitely been on the tier. He literally just came from Europe and he's back running in the United States and competing well and running fantastic time. So will be interesting to see how the United States indoor championship goes. Clearly he's looking forward to potentially representing the United States indoors this season, so I'm looking out for him when that competition kicks off, and if he will have the opportunity this year to definitely go to the indoor championships, and from there on clearly the outdoor championships as well. Now I want to jump over from the men's 60-meter hurdles, and I want to touch on the men's 60-meter finals, where we have a few professional athletes that were competing. We had Shamar Ramsey and Andre Bent. They were third and fourth respectively, and they ran 6.70 seconds and 6.71 seconds. Andre Bent equals his season's best run with that 6.71 seconds. Now, moving on over from the men's 60 meters, we're going to jump into the men's 400 meters. Tyrese Roden, now a professional athlete as well, or a senior athlete, placed third in this event. He won his section, where he ran a personal best of 47.09 seconds. So Tyrese Roden had a really big season last year for Team Jamaica, was a part of many of our 4x4, attempts at qualifying for the world, well, that was the Olympic Games back then, but I'm sure he'll also be a part of that conversation this season. He's starting off really strong. I'm looking for another solid year for him, whether it is competing for Jamaica from a relay perspective or running in his pet event, which would be the 800 meters. Excited to see how that goes for him. As well, we had Taj Ham that competed in the 400 meters as well, and he was eighth overall, and he ran a time of 47.88 seconds. All right, so that is it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as it relates to these official results from our athletes that are competing. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.